Hey, and welcome to another Geek Out commentary. We're continuing our horror movie October Rocktoberfest with Chris's pick. Chris, you want to introduce this one?
So this is from my favorite slasher movie series, and it is, in my opinion, and I believe many other people's opinions, the pinnacle of the series. Tonight we are watching A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Or is it?
That's Dream Warriors. You got it.
Yeah, okay, it's plural.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so professional.
This is totally the if what am I trying to say? Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. That's this franchise. Not to be confused with Friday the 13th, which has
Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees. Halloween's got Michael Myers, and those are really the big horror icons, I think, of the big three.
And you could throw Texas Chainsaw in there as well.
Leatherface.
Yeah, sure. Which oh no, never mind. I was about to say something wrong, so don't worry about me.
Okay, Jake, you're more of a Halloween guy?
Yeah, Michael Myers is my favorite of the slasher
and
films.
I'll give you that. It out of all of them, it definitely has the strongest start.
I always love the idea of dreams, which has always been there
that's
for Nightmare
terrifying.
films in the beginning. Yeah.
Although that might be why I have it just like set in my head that I'm going to die in my sleep, is because I watch the Nightmare series so much. Because like fucking, it terrifies me. Like the whole the idea of like not being in control of the universe around me, you know.
Yeah. I've never. Have you guys had Freddy dreams? I've never had a Freddy Krueger dream. Ever.
Not with Freddy himself. No.
I actually, it's funny. When I was a little kid, before I had ever seen any of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, I saw the cover of, I believe it's Nightmare 5, the one where it's just Robert Englund all done up in the Freddy makeup, and he's like sitting over a very like goth perambulator stroller for Americans, you know,
which we are.
Yeah, which all three of us are. But it's I want to say it's the subtitle is The Dream Child or whatever, which sounds like a member of Kiss. But he's just like kind of sitting there and he's like showing off his claws and just like, you know. And for some reason, I think I was like 6, maybe 8, probably not 10 yet. So, so still a little kid, and like that caused me to have the scariest nightmare of my entire life. Basically, just Freddy Krueger chasing me around my at the time house. You know, the house that I grew up in, and that's all it really was. It's just him. Which, oddly enough, years later when I watched the movies, very accurate to what he does in a lot of the dreams.
Turning stairs into quicksand and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, actually, oddly enough, in the dream, I had the staircase up to our top floor turned into a 2-way staircase with a railing in the center, which, you know.
Did that impede your movement?
No. In fact,
it's a nice addition to the house.
I went up to my parents later and was like, you know, we should do this, and they were like, that's a great idea, and then they never talked to me again. Okay. No, but yeah, in fact, it actually became something that helped me, and actually it was like a group of kids as well. Like it wasn't just me.
Dream Warrior status.
Yeah, we ran up the stairs, and he started running up the same side. So when we got to the top of the stairs, we ran down the other side, and he was like, "Ah, no!" Impeded by my inability to jump the railing
or cut it with my claw hands.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't have a full grasp of good storytelling in my dreams as a child. I've gotten much better.
Well, bravo. This is really the, you know.
And this has been the commentary with it.
Yeah, this is the highlight, I think, of the Nightmare series. I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And it's got Patricia Arquette.
Yeah.
Who I don't believe was in any of the other ones, although her character is.
Yeah, her character is, but she did not come back. There's a great documentary on Netflix. I can't remember what the title of it is now. It's
Don't Go to Sleep or something
like that. Yeah, and it's like 4 hours long. I haven't even seen every Friday Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I've seen 1, 2, 3. The New Nightmare, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which I thought was pretty good.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
And then I saw the remake.
That's, for me, the 3 best are the first, this, and New Nightmare, probably.
Yeah, New Nightmare is actually pretty good. I like that one a lot, actually.
I would totally agree with you.
But the documentary is like, anybody who even kind of likes Freddy should watch it. It's like so in depth. They go movie to movie, from script to opening day. Like it's
can't believe I haven't
really,
watched this.
it's on Netflix. You should check it out. It's really, really awesome.
All right, guys, I'm gonna watch that instead of this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
We're going to be doing commentary to that. Anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and Chris, go ahead and cue us up for
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3,
So-
Dream Warriors.
So as per usual, we have the DVD here, and there's no special versions, so you should be fine with whatever you're following along with. We have the movie queued up and ready to go on all zeros on playback. So I'll give you a second to do that, or you can always pause this if you need more time. And then I'm going to count down and tell you to hit play. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. And we're off. There's a line on the screen. Some New Line Cinema.
Was it the Freddy movies that put New Line on there?
Yeah, it's the
Yes,
house,
it was.
house that Freddy built.
Yeah. And a nice, cute little quote from Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, kind of agreeing with you about sleep,
Yeah.
or at least dreams.
Yeah. And also, and then years later when New Line bought the rights for the Friday the 13th series, everyone was like, oh my God, they're going to have a Versus movie. And then it took them like 10 years to do it. And it was great. I will fight anyone that says that was a bad movie.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
loved
it.
it.
That's
Yeah.
that's up there. Yeah.
Well, okay, fine. So other people say it's a bad movie, but not us.
I was rooting for Jason though, so
Yeah, I was rooting for Freddy. You remember
My thing is, how would Freddy lose in that scenario?
he gets brought into the real world.
yeah.
Just the same way that he
But-
loses in every Freddy
Yeah.
movie. And Larry Fishburne, not Lawrence.
It's
Larry.
the same man.
Yes.
So far as we know.
It is. Well, on IMDb, he's credited as such. And we'll see him. But
My favorite Bundy right there.
really, mine's Ted. What?
No love for serial killers.
But yeah. So, was
John Saxon from Enter the Dragon.
yeah.
Always thought he looked like a member of the Brady Bunch.
Dick Cavett.
Zsa Zsa Gabor. Now we're just yelling out people's names. Robert Englund, fun fact, as most people know, has been Freddy in every single Nightmare movie except for the remake, where I apologize, I don't know
Jackie
the
Earl
name.
Haley.
Thank
Jackie
you.
Earl Haley.
Yeah, the guy that played Rorschach in the Watchmen movies, or movie, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Englund is one of two actors that I count as like the slasher bad guys who has played the villain in the most movies. The other one being Doug Bradley, who played Pinhead, or the Cenobite, or the lead Cenobite in the Hellraiser movies, who also was replaced for the ill-fated remake that came out a couple years ago.
The first Hellraiser movie messes with me to this day.
Yeah, no,
I
it is
can't do
fucked
it.
up.
It's
Yeah.
something about it. Man.
I've seen all of them.
My favorite is is it the Chatterer?
Chatterer.
That's my favorite
Yeah,
one.
just a little.
Yeah, very cool.
I can't even do it.
No,
You
but I
probably
mean
can't even hear it.
that first movie, man. Whew.
It's fucked up. It is terrifying. It gets me on a religious level.
Mm.
That's disgusting. Taking straight coffee beans, ground coffee beans, but still, I guess coffee grounds. But yeah, Doug Bradley was actually friends with the guy that wrote it and directed it. Why did I not do any research before this podcast?
Because you didn't think.
Well,
you
it's
got to
based
talk
off
about
the Clive Barker short
That's
story.
yeah,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and Clive Barker is the guy who wrote and directed the movie.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, it's based on the Hellbound Heart, yeah, and I've read the book too. It's like it reads like a young adult movie or a young adult book. So it's a very simple read. Still took me a long time because I'm a shitty reader.
Me
but
too. Me too.
Yeah,
I do audiobooks a lot now.
I do too. I love audiobooks.
Don't start with me. You might be in that Adam Sandler movie, Little Nicky. Nobody wants that.
Do you know how supposedly Thomas Jane asked Patricia Arquette to marry him? They like rented out a theater, and she loves like old black and white movies.
Right.
And so they had the movie to themselves. They're watching this old black and white film, and Thomas Jane excuses himself to go to the bathroom. And when he leaves, he had intercut a scene where he puts himself in the movie. like in the black and white movie with a sign that says, "Will you marry me?" So he shows up in the movie.
That's totally something I would do.
Yeah. He follows me on Twitter.
Nice.
Yeah, we're buddies. Not really. I wish.
And so what she's built here is a homage to the house from the first movie that Nancy lived in and was attacked in, which is a reoccurring thing in all of the Nightmare movies. Well, most of the Nightmare movies.
To the black sheep of the series, I don't think has it.
Yeah. Even Freddy vs. Jason has a reference to that house. And it's a great movie. We should watch that too.
We should.
Yeah.
I remember seeing
I
that
own
in
it.
theaters.
Yeah. So, and then there's an actual replica of the house.
The
These kids fucking creep me out too.
Funny, kids like this never freaked me out in horror movies. Like
No?
that never was something that, like in The Shining, the
The
twins
twins? Oof.
never. I think it's because of Bob Ezrin's kids singing in God of Thunder, just totally killed anything being like freaky. It's just more of annoying.
Mm.
There's your Kiss reference in one of our podcasts.
Thank you. There's going to be a super cut of all the Kiss
Kiss
references.
stuff. Bob Ezrin also produced my favorite Pink Floyd album, The Wall.
There you go. I think it's a lot of people's favorite Pink Floyd album.
Yeah.
Way to be a sheep.
I might actually even say it's my favorite double album,
Whoa.
even over the White Album.
It's a terrible name. I think this sequence partially was added just to like make up for like kind of being like, hey guys, we're going back to our roots.
Back to the
because like
Kind of like
One-
or Halloween 3.
yeah, one was so good, and then
It's
hold
only-
on, you like Halloween 3?
No. I'm saying Halloween 3 is kind of like the black sheep, like from
Oh.
Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry.
Like it's only like Nightmare. If you haven't seen it, Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is only tangentially related to the first film,
Yeah.
just as Halloween 3 is its own standalone film.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't until Mike Myers didn't show up again until Halloween 4.
Yeah, even though Freddy is in Nightmare 2, like it is completely unrelated to the events that happened in the first one.
Metal.
And then I believe like everyone kind of was like, screw that, we don't like Nightmare 2. So like I think this sequence was thrown in like, look, it's Nancy's house. We're gonna incorporate that, and then like they brought back the actress that played Nancy. She plays a part in this
Well, I mean,
movie.
Heather Langenkamp.
The third
thank you.
the third in a lot of series, if the second movie goes on a limb and tries to be different and is not successful, the third one's usually the one that has to bring it back some way to kind of anchor it. To
Like
what made
Indiana
it-
Jones.
Like
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
I
Although
think-
I like Temple of Doom, but yeah, it goes back to the formula that worked for Raiders.
Goes
Yeah.
back to Nazis.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Chris's dream.
Yeah. Although my thing, I have reoccurring dreams like this. It's not Freddy, but where like I'm running, but I can't. You know what I mean? Like the classic. I'm not going fast. You know,
Mhm.
I'm like walking, but I feel like I'm running. I should be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then you're giving a report in front of your whole class.
I never
and
had
you're
that.
Naked.
I do have the reoccurring dream where I free fall
Mm.
and I hit the ground and wake up.
The thing about this film,
That's terrifying.
I know, one of the things I always loved about this film is it's not particularly gruesome, but it's like atmospheric and moody as all hell.
Yeah. And I think they did a very good job with that in a lot of these movies.
We'll get there, but like there's a certain death that the effects. Oh yeah, killer man.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh yes.
Although I will say, this doesn't have my favorite death in it.
From Nightmare,
From the Nightmare
or just
series.
like in general,
No,
like
no.
in a horror movie.
No, the from. Although this terrifies me to this day, I still like am creeped out when I go to like wash my hands in a sink. Like I will never have a sink that has that kind of handle. but no, like my favorite death in like the Nightmare series, I want to say it's either 4 or 5. The Dream Warriors, whichever one that is. And it's just this girl like in her class, and Freddy comes up to her and is like, "Hey, babe, want to suck face?" And then he just like, starts making out with her, but like instead of like actually like making out, just like sucks everything out from the inside until she's just like a flappy piece of skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes status.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
yes. Morpheus.
Hey,
Terry
Larry.
White.
Hey. What's his name on Pee-wee again?
Oh fuck.
Puppet Pal Clem.
No. He's a cowboy.
So is Puppet Pal Clem.
Is he? No, I think it's Cowboy Curtis.
That's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Cowboy Curtis.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Another Kiss reference. What a great psychologist.
Discount Paul Reiser. She has what? Maybe one of, if not the most famous Freddy death, or at least like the catchphrase.
Yeah. Welcome to prime time, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I believe that's Zsa Zsa Gabor's cameo too, in that thing.
Oh, okay. TV.
We'll
Yeah.
find out.
You'll see. You'll see.
We'll
kids.
get there. We'll get there.
You'll see.
He seems pretty isolated already.
Yeah.
More isolated.
The window's going to only be 2 inches
Yeah.
wide.
Extreme isolated.
He won't even have air conditioning.
Yeah.
Then why'd you take her to a hospital?
Apparently, according to what I've been reading on Wikipedia, what's his name? Wes Craven intended for this film to be the end of the franchise,
It makes sense the way that they end it.
minus the light.
Sure, yeah. I'm just saying, like, because they were like, Nancy sacrifices herself to, kill.
Take out Freddy once and for all.
Yeah. Just like they do at the end
This
of
is
each
Sparta,
movie.
bitch.
Right in the. Oh God!
Not Lawrence.
Oh, I was better off in Apocalypse Now. Actually, no, I wasn't. I got killed by the Viet Cong. Oh. Spoilers if you haven't seen Apocalypse Now.
What a weird. Why'd she start singing in the middle?
She forgot the first couple letters. And
Not
numbers.
to mention, she has to give somebody an awesome entrance. That person being Heather Langenkamp.
The Hal Jordan of the of the Nightmare on Elm Street
universe.
series.
When I used to work at Blockbuster, they're like official whatever headquarters. Where it was in Texas on Elm Street.
Ooh.
And we always used to joke when you'd call in, be like, Heather playing, what's her face?
Langenkamp.
Langenkamp,
Nice.
working for Blockbuster.
Yeah. You remember Chad at Blockbuster?
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's a huge Jason fan.
Okay.
And we were both working there when Freddy vs. Jason came out.
Nice.
So we would always, quote unquote, duke it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah,
I
Chad's a
miss
good
Chad.
dude. Yeah, he's a good dude.
We're friends on Facebook.
I see him every so often. He came into the comic shop a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm. And he works at that one retailer.
That one place.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't New Nightmare kind of come from an actual stalker that she had too? That was
She
obsessed
had
with her.
I remember there's one.
Doesn't
bit in
Hypno still show up in Freddy vs. Jason?
Yes.
But to go back to
Yeah.
Jake's question.
I don't know specifically about that, but I do know that she talked about how that sequence with her son wearing the knife fingers is pulled from real life, where she had a dream or whatever.
Apparently, the original script for... I know we're talking about New Nightmare, and this is Nightmare, but come on.
That's commentary.
nothing's-
We're just commentating or whatever.
Nothing's
Yeah.
fucking happening. Nothing's
Yeah.
fucking happening. The
Nuns.
Yeah, sister, whatever her fuck. The
Christian.
Yeah. The in New Nightmare,
There are no Catholics here.
the original script had Johnny Depp coming back,
Oh
Yeah.
but Wes Craven was too intimidated to ask him, and like later on afterwards, Johnny Depp was like, "Oh, if Wes had asked me, I totally would have."
Yeah,
Yeah.
he shows up in another. Shit, he has a cameo in another Nightmare film. I can't remember which one it is, but he shows up like on TV with Freddy.
Laughing it up.
Yep.
Laugh it up. Laugh it up.
Ha ha ha! It's only right now.
Laugh.
Because I walk.
I like puppets. That's in no way gonna bite me in the ass.
It's
later.
not creepy at all. I just hang puppets around.
Nice place you got here. Lots of space.
Because, you can't do anything like that with a needle. I mean, yeah, I guess you can't, slice it.
Jeff Goldblum pose. He is hysterical in the documentary.
Yeah?
His recounting of stories on set stuff.
He's hysterical now.
Especially this one. Because he don't talk. And he's got kind of a 80s mullet.
I had a mullet back in the day. Oh yeah.
I'm kind of working on one right now.
Dude, keep it going, man.
Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, full steam.
Ripping and tearing.
Discount Rob Lowe.
All right.
Actually, this is before Rob Lowe's even a thing, so proto Rob Lowe.
Oh, man, he's got a teardrop. He killed somebody.
Crybaby starring Johnny Depp. Directed by John Waters.
She has such a weird acting voice and face. Maybe she's just not that great of an actress. I mean,
I just remember the first time I saw the first one, I had a total crush on
yeah.
Nancy.
Yeah, I feel like she was a better actress in the first one.
Maybe she plays innocent better than she plays experienced old
Yeah.
pro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd believe that. I'd buy that for $1.
That's a RoboCop reference if you guys have never seen RoboCop.
RoboCop! RoboCop!
I'm gonna get all my limbs blown off and die and then come back to life as a robot.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Your
Far too many syllables.
move, creep.
Oh, looking at porn.
Numbers.
80s style. You had to read it.
You had
Yeah.
to use your imagination. Kids can't do that anymore. Kids can't do that anymore. They have to actually see it.
Okay, Grandpa,
They
calm
can't do
down.
it anymore.
Oh man, that's an old keyboard where they had the 4 buttons for the directions. Like they had the center button in the middle. Like they couldn't handle just having a fucking pyramid of buttons. Now they gotta have a cross.
And then she takes off her one sock and it's really hot.
And she looks like that chick that I saw at the donut shop once.
She's showing off her ankles.
Oh, settle down.
It got so hot he had to take his glass off.
Yeah.
I think that's a different room.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was kind of like, what was that? Kind of a look from the closet or something?
Yeah, look like
Yeah. It looked like he was in a closet and then
the whole movie's a dream, man. One day I'm gonna marry Thomas Jane.
You can
I'm
never
gonna have my own TV show and I'm being True Romance. I like True Romance. I don't think I've ever fallen asleep. Like people fall asleep reading or doing something.
Mhm.
Like I can fall asleep watching a movie, obviously, because
Mhm.
that's But I've never fallen asleep reading.
Oh, I have. What's worse? What's terrible is I'll be reading, and I'll be like falling asleep while I'm reading, and I'm like, okay, fine, let's put the book down, let's go to sleep.
Yeah,
and then
that's pretty metal.
yeah, and then I'm awake.
But I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I make a conscious decision to be like, I'm going to put the book down because I'm tired.
Yeah. Yeah, and that causes me to not be able to fall asleep for some reason. That's pretty fucking metal, too.
Yeah, a lot of metal things happen in this.
Yeah. Freddy's metal, man.
But the funny thing is, so much of Freddy's...
I'm sorry, good transition.
No, yeah, I'm sorry. So much of Freddy's appeal, obviously, is the fact that he, I guess, Robert Englund always says, he takes pop culture and spits it back in their face.
Mm-hmm.
I always which is why I like Michael Myers. I mean, Robert Englund's great, but why I like Michael Myers is because he's silent.
Yeah.
Like, that's creepy.
Yeah, those are the two, like, ends of the spectrum, and there is something to be said about, like, the silent killer, like, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, like, that's creepy as fuck. But, like, one thing that I love about Freddy is that, like, he didn't start out like this, but, like, as the series progressed, like, and here is, like, where it, like, really kicks off, is that, like, he is vocal about how much fun he's having.
Yes.
Tormenting these kids and stuff like that. And, like, almost, like, to the point where, like, it's reminiscent of, like, the Joker and stuff. And I just love that.
Well, yeah, he's cracking wires while he's killing these guys.
He also voices the Vulture in the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Ooh.
Robert Englund, that is.
Nice.
And he played the Phantom.
He would
in
make a good
Phantom of the
Adrian
Opera.
Toomes, I think.
Yeah, he does a good job on the Spectacular Spider-Man.
I always said that if I was ever in a band, and by the way, this is also one of my favorite deaths in the movie, or not death because she doesn't die, but like this sequence is one of the coolest dream sequences in the movie. Like there are really cool stuff later on, but like I love this.
Yeah.
And like the worm face and stuff. But I always said that if I was ever in a band and we did a cover if we did a cover of Michael Jackson's Thriller, I would want Robert Englund to do the Vincent Price part. Yeah. But this fucking shit, oh my god, this fucking creeped me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Also, with these movies, you never know what to expect when you watch them.
Yeah.
Well, the first time, at least.
The dream aspect really...
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. From a creative
If you can dream it,
you can be it.
That's right. Or they'll make it for you in special effects.
Apparently, she's a psychic. That was really cool, too. Especially for, like, an 80s movie to be able to do something that seamless.
What year was this exactly?
87.
Nice.
I was 2.
I was 1.
I was 1 as well.
If it stands to reason, if I'm one age, Jake is probably same age.
Probably.
Yeah.
He does precede me by about 4 hours, though.
Yes. I lived in a Sam Stone world for 4 hours.
Sam Stone less world for 4 hours.
Sam Stone less world.
No,
thank
he
you.
lived in a Sam Stone world, and then you escaped and became your own person. You weren't just a figment of Jake's imagination.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Nancy? What's the matter? Nice white streak in your hair. Is it from your adventures on Elm Street? I don't know why I've been doing the housewife voice forever.
It's
Because you're a housewife.
Yeah. Homemaker. I prefer homemaker.
Just a go-to voice, I guess. Is her most famous thing True Romance, would you say? Or would you say, like, Medium?
Probably True Romance.
True Romance, yeah. I love her in True Romance.
Isn't she in Ed Wood?
Is she?
I think so.
Nope.
I think she's David Arquette's sister as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
There can only be so many Arquettes in Hollywood.
There are like 4 of them.
Oh, they're taking over.
It's just the other 2,
Baldwin
like
status.
yeah,
Baldwin's
it's
versus
just,
Arquette's.
Yeah, I mean, don't quote me on that, but I know there are other Arquettes, and they're they're like
another Arquette,
but they're like character actors that you don't know, like kind of shit.
Kind of like Joan Cusack, who
is in every John Cusack movie.
Discount Sam Raimi.
Ted Raimi?
Yeah.
Wait, is that Ted Raimi?
No.
No.
Because that would be cool.
No, he's discount Ted Raimi. And that's like discount Lucy Lawless. What? She's vomiting?
Does she know sign language?
I want to say that's somebody too, and I can't remember who it is. Boom.
Ah, your laptop is faster than my phone.
Yeah. Never mind. She's the only one on the cast that doesn't have a picture on IMDb. She's probably nobody. Yeah, I mean, she's been in stuff, but nothing that I really recognize. So, never mind. D&D, the devil's game.
Lord of the Blacksmiths.
Lord of the Blacksmiths.
Ripping and the tearing. Ripping and the tearing. Wizard Master.
D&D's trademarked.
Sorry, I heard the cock of the demon, not conquered the demon.
All would have been averted if they just took the red pill.
Was it the red? I can never remember which one does which.
I always remember it based on the DVD menu, where one pill was you play the movie, and the other pill you get the fuck out.
In the
By the way, real quick, he just flicked off the lights, but the light switches were already down, and like he was doing the motion, like he was flicking the lights down. Sorry.
If the
Guys,
in the
guys.
Path of Neo video game, if you take the pill that's not whatever pill it is that he takes to enter the Matrix, the game just starts over. I remember I was like, "Whoa, what would happen? Like maybe there's like some subplot thing." And he just goes, "All right," and the game starts over. It's fascinating.
Fascinating. So is this a Matrix commentary now?
Yeah.
So it's also the worst. Ugh. Thanks a lot.
It was. You could believe a man can fly.
And kill them. Rude.
I'll just ruin their lunch.
Yeah. You should never start lunch with experimental drug.
No.
I mean, unless you're taking the experimental drug to enhance the lunge. But I mean, like, you should never start with talking.
No.
I'm a big fan of this. Basically, I'm just a big fan of the movie, guys, Long story short. But this also really creeps me out, like the showing of the guy's veins in the arms. And
That's the
yeah.
worst. That's
Yeah.
what I was alluding to earlier. Definitely.
He kind of looks like Nosferatu when he's in puppet mode,
Yeah.
which may or may not be intentional.
I'm sure there's a bit of that.
Intentional.
Oh, man. Our first real good look at Freddy. Well, the mirror, but like seeing him real deal in action.
Yeah.
And it's a doozy, man. Yeah. That's crazy.
He kind of had a smile on his face.
Yeah.
I saw Sam walking in the hallway once like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except that wasn't a nightmare.
No.
No,
He was
that's
like,
just-
hey, what's up, man?
That's just how he jerks off.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I don't know how it works.
Yeah. My wet dreams are my own. I will not defend them.
Also, everyone, it's perfectly safe to wake up a sleepwalker. That old wives' tale about them like having like some kind of fit or something like that, and like possibly injuring themselves or you, totally made up. If you see someone sleepwalking, wake them up.
For some reason, it's the foot. Like, I don't mind the wrist
Yeah.
ones as much as the foot ones.
Well, I think because
It's
those
the entire length of the leg.
Yeah, I think, and those are like more grotesque. Like it's a bigger
Mhm.
chunk at the bottom.
This movie's Black Bolt.
Yeah, that would be really cool if like that was his like power. I can't remember.
When he spoke and he blew
Yeah.
up a planet.
Yeah, well, like he was able to be like, stop, and just like explode. Freddy.
I like when he, like, in the comics, when he whispers in people's ear and just, like, scrambles their head.
Great job. Don't run after him or anything like that.
I wonder if he can write. Like, is that against his rules? Cat, he plays with his prey.
Yeah.
I wonder what Robert Englund's up to now. Granted, he's like in his 70s now, I think.
Playing bit parts in shitty horror movies.
He's in a movie called Behind the Mask, the story of, is it Leslie Vernon?
Where
Where he plays,
I know
like,
what you're
the
talking
Loomis
about.
character. He plays
Yeah.
the good guy.
Yeah, it's like a mockumentary.
It's actually,
about
it's pretty
the
funny, and then it turns into just a generic horror movie at the end, but
Yeah.
it's pretty funny and pretty great parody of the genre.
I like it.
Discount
It's-
Robin Scherbatsky.
Yeah, but yeah, the whole the Behind the Mask is a documentary. Film crew follows a slasher as they're developing their character. I'm wide awake.
Falling from cloud nine.
Now I'm free falling.
That would have been so awesome if we did that like 2 minutes ago. To be fair, he only falls for like a
2
second.
seconds.
Yeah. I'm not going to listen to
What a
this.
terrible psychologist.
Let's say
Yeah.
Peter Criss.
It's almost like, the whole Nightmare on Elm Street thing happened like 2 movies ago, and she's the Nurse Cratchit of this film, Dr. Sims or
Yeah.
whatever her name.
Bam, 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 ba bam, 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 bam. I want to be sedated.
I got your sedation right here.
Right here. Right here.
Sedate this.
Sedate this. I fucking miss Breaking Bad so much. I do.
To die. But that's the only way they can get
Kind of looks
rest.
like Bill Maher, too,
Yeah.
which sucks.
Not quite as douchey.
Yeah. Okay. It's an epic nod.
You mean like I'm the one that prescribed it? Oh, okay.
You know, he was originally supposed to be younger than Nancy's romantic interest in the film.
I'm glad they got rid of that.
Yeah.
I hate it when they not pigeonhole, but like kind of shoehorn in romantic
Romance.
interest.
Yeah. Because you know one of them's going to die by the end of the film.
Yeah.
Usually the male.
All night long.
Oh no. It was like mid-yawn.
This has been a very musical commentary. Here I think is your Zsa Zsa
Here's your
Zsa.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
with this awesome bead necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a huge Marvel fan.
Yeah.
And it's funny, he's like, yeah, I'm in Perry White in a DC movie, but I'm a huge Marvel fan.
Well, he should be Blade.
He could be Black Panther's dad, T'Chaka. I think he would bring gravitas to that.
Yeah. Not that this has anything to do with the movie, but who should be Black Panther?
Chiwetel.
From 12 Years a Slave?
Yes, and Serenity as well.
Mm.
Such a badass in Serenity.
Yeah, he is.
Don't die.
Don't go like, well, you'll find out.
I mean, there's only one way to get ahead in TV.
You could say she got a... I'll save the puns for later.
Duty. Well, that's not how you do math.
If there's any, speaking of Breaking Bad, if there's anything Breaking Bad taught me.
Did you know that supposedly meth dealers are now using food, like food coloring, or to like brand their product because of Breaking Bad?
Mm. Supposedly, Bryan Cranston actually does know how to make meth now. Like he did like so much research that he actually
They just
knows how to properly do it.
Yeah, they just when they edited the production sequences in the series, they edited out of order. So if someone duplicated it just as they saw it, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, it's also it's so
They probably
it's so
could
edited
kill
and
themselves.
quick, and it's really hard to watch even the
Yeah.
entire series and know how.
And it's also
The number
really
one
dangerous
step,
to
though,
make it.
the number one step is to be in your whitey tighties when you do it.
Well,
though.
yeah.
This 1987 where cigarettes are just everywhere, candy dishes.
And you can
dishes.
smoke inside everywhere.
Oh yeah. This isn't Giuliani's New York.
I remember going to Roy Rogers and McDonald's and them having smoking sections.
Remember when
You
I
said that was
Jesus Christ, look at how big
You
that
said
remote
that with
control
such
is.
glee, Chris.
Oh, there's Zsa Zsa. I
Yeah.
know, right?
And there's Dick Cavett. I think they even interviewed Dick Cavett on that documentary about
Yeah?
for his little.
Oh, she didn't get an actual death scene. This be a pretty good intro to a metal album.
Yeah. It should have been the intro to the I Love It Loud music video by Kiss instead of them eating dinner.
Short circuit.
He's got the antennas.
Oh, my ass is so fired.
How the hell do you even do that if you're not being thrown in?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how like if she had done it herself, like how the hell would you have done that?
Yeah.
Head first.
So what was your pun? Did you say it? Was I
I
not paying
was going to
attention?
say there's only one way to get a jump start in the ratings.
Nuns.
Did you even go to Catholic school?
I went to CCD, which is Sunday school.
Were the nuns intimidating?
No, there were no nuns. It was all volunteers.
Oh.
Like just lay people volunteers.
Were lay people intimidating?
No.
Okay.
Although in high school it was done. The priests were the teachers, but they weren't intimidating either. All the priests that I've ever had were really cool. They were cool priests.
They were hip. Sometimes they untuck the shirts.
They sat in their chairs backwards, like us.
AC Slater status.
Yeah. Jesus. That too. Does she have a snaggletooth? To whom, bitch? Sorry. Felt it was too quiet. Oh, there's the love interest. Funny how poorly their meal went last time. I guess after he prescribed the Hypnosil, she cared again.
Thing's doing the Gangnam Style dance.
God. Wrong country. Right? Malaysia? Yeah.
It's universal. Looks like a 90s stand-up comedian.
What is the deal with these dreams?
To rumble.
Starring David Arquette.
It all comes back to David Arquette.
Wes Craven directed the Scream
movies, and he's in,
Yeah, he's in all 4 of them, and I own all 4 of them because I love the Scream movies. I love Wes Craven, basically.
What was that one movie? He did a movie was it in 3D? Like a couple years before the final Scream movie. Oh my God! It's gonna be impossible to explain because it's the same plot for all of his movies. But
I know the final Nightmare had a 3D sequence at the end.
This is gonna bug me. Sorry, this is like I'm being stupid right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what movie you're talking about.
It was terrible.
Is it the one where they're against the Ripper?
I think so. Yeah, it was absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
It's a fellow August birthday.
Nerds.
My Soul to Take.
That's what it
Oh,
was.
that.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I remember that movie.
Horrible movie.
Yeah, it kind of was like a rip-off of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, it's just really, really bad.
Except they didn't have the dream thing, which is the strength of
Yeah.
the Nightmare films.
Now, if I remember correctly, this is actually where we hear the bulk of Freddy Krueger's backstory. Like this sequence here, like because they kind of skimmed over it in the first one, and they pretty much didn't touch it in the second one.
Yeah.
Like in the first one, they were like, we killed him. Like they mentioned that all the parents got together and killed him, but they didn't really say the whole like child murderer, all of that shit. Just like virginity. What? Ugh, what a creeper. You mean close the blinds? Or
We're gonna
close
turn
the
on
shades?
We're gonna turn on some Pink Floyd and get crazy.
We're going to turn on the Pink Floyd and watch The Wizard of Oz.
In your hearts.
One of these days, I'd like to try hypnosis, see if it actually works. Because I'm relatively skeptical.
It won't work.
Yeah. It's like voodoo. I learned that from Skeleton Key.
I learned that from Grant Morrison, man.
Mm.
He messed with the wrong people, and he respects it more because he,
Mm.
listen to Fat Man and Batman.
I met him!
No, I met Christ. That's terrible. It's the beginning of a Dream Theater album.
Yeah, Scenes from Memory Part 2.
Part 2.
I love Dream Theater.
Great band.
You're a great band.
Thank you.
I wish there had been like a really subtle, like visual cue to.
I was
let you
just
know.
thinking that, yeah.
Like something's off color
Mhm.
or something like that. Like I do like how they kind of like you figure it out at about the same time that the characters do.
Yeah.
There's something nice to be said about that, but I kind of wish
There was a cue, yeah.
there had been something.
But it is at the same time its strength because
Yeah.
that's the scare of you never know.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
as a first-time viewer.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm saying like something like, oh, the third time
Well, yeah,
you watch
like,
it, you're
yeah,
like,
you don't-
wait a second, they're using wide-angle lenses
Yeah,
now.
like you don't. Yeah, it's not something you're looking for the first time.
Or now the light switch is on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
It did work.
There's your subtle reference.
Yeah, here's the subtle hint.
Subtle 1987 special effects.
Watch this, bitch.
It's the kid from Glee.
They cover Kiss like they do in Glee.
What can you do?
Oh my god, is this gonna be like the fucking name choosing scene from X-Men First Class.
Yeah.
I would just straight up be able to be like, I would be a Super Saiyan Kryptonian. It'd be awesome. With Batman money.
It's already bent.
Those chairs are really cheap. Anyone can do that.
In my dreams, I'm David Bowie.
God. Stop making fun of the fact that he's unable to talk, bitch. Sorry. I get very angry.
This is how zippers work.
This is your complimentary obligatory breast shot.
Is this the first movie we've done that's had nudity? I think it is. By the way, Nightmare on Elm Street, very light on the nudity. This is only like one of 2 instances in the entire series where there's any nudity. I thought that was interesting and worth sharing. Seeing as how it was part of the whole 80s slasher thing where like tits were everywhere. Like in the
Mostly
Friday
the Friday
series.
films, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you start singing Lick It Up, by the way.
Ain't no crime to be good to yourself, man.
It would have been funny if Freddy like still had like the tits.
Temple of Doom.
Yeah, except Temple of Doom didn't have skeletons in the walls.
That would have made Temple of Doom better.
Oh, yeah.
How about you are? How about you are? How about you are? How about you are?
Home Vom Shivai.
Sure.
The only reason... I got a friend from India that... Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, was I saying it wrong?
Yes.
Oh, well. Kalima.
Shakti there. Maybe I'll do that for Sam's Day. The original Indiana Jones trilogy.
There you go. You mean the Indiana Jones trilogy.
Right, of course. That's all there is.
It's a bad day when you can say Temple of Doom isn't the worst.
I like Temple of Doom.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, but it is out of the 3, it's the weakest.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And the 4th one is just that much weaker.
Heather Langenkamp kind of looks like Stockard Channing in some of those sequences.
Sure. I don't know Stockard Channing that well, so.
First Lady West Wing.
Oh, okay. So I do.
If you've ever seen Grease, then yes.
Get the
I mean-
firehouse.
I mean, I've also seen The West Wing. Strong, but he can't handle the heat. So
Yeah.
he's got to stay out of the wild, wild west.
Go blue, say it, hey. It's like dropped in pitch. It was like beep, boop,
Yeah.
boop, boop.
You're just a woman and an intern.
With mandatory nightly sedation.
Exposition, exposition. I mean, Joey got off pretty good. I mean, his evil dream had boobs, and he didn't die. He's just in a coma. Basically, what I'm saying is, if I had to be anyone in this movie, it would be Joey.
This is what it sounds like when pigeons cry.
It's like a John Woo movie, just pigeons instead of doves.
It's a low rent John Woo movie.
Discount Prance.
Prance?
Prance. 2 albums coming out September 30th. Check it.
Yeah. Came out on September 30th. Because it's October. Rocktober.
Oh, that's right. They're amazing.
That's why we've been singing so many songs from them.
That's right.
Sister Christian. Rotten Purgatory.
It's a great Slayer song. When you first were talking about Five Nights at Freddy's, I thought it had something to do with Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, I was hoping it kind of would have.
I'm sure there's some sort of like auditor or some, maybe a tip of the hat.
Yeah.
Freddy isn't exactly the warmest name in the world after these films.
That was pretty science. Fuck. That was pretty science too, man. That's pretty metal too, you know. Laid to rest.
Yeah. I mean, Rain and Blood was out by the time this movie came out, so.
That's pretty fucking metal.
Mm-hmm.
Very Slayer-esque.
Sounds like they're just doing that with the zipper. Zip,
Yeah.
zip, zip, zip. One of the inside jackets to a Slayer album is someone had carved Slayer in their arm.
That's why I had mentioned Slayer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's stupid that they did that, but could you imagine if he spelled it wrong?
Oh, God. Who's Slobber? The Shadow?
Yeah, Lamont Cranston. Damn. Back to work, Edward. Most intense pool player.
He knew he was only going to be on screen for like 3 seconds, so he was like, I got to give it all.
Yep. Looks like the bar and license
Pool
to
is my
kill.
life.
Yeah.
What's sad is he's not even a cop anymore. He's just wearing that.
John Saxon. Nancy, I ever tell you about that one time I went to a martial arts tournament on a private island and fought Bruce Lee? No? Fuck.
I did.
Yeah, he's not a cop. It's just laundry day. War instead. It's time to wear that uniform.
No, he's just so sad that he wears it to
To
give
be fair,
himself
he's
purpose.
just a security guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he used to be a cop. I was just making a joke. God, Sam.
To be
why'd
fair,
you have
it
to
does say
shit on it?
security on his arm.
Why do you both have to shit on my joke?
With arms wide open.
What? You shit on my joke with arms wide open?
Yeah, I was going to say with anus wide open. Didn't have the right rhyming structure or rhythm.
With anus wide open.
She looked like she fell asleep when she said that.
Boom. Why are they texting you? You got kicked out. Man, remember back in the 80s when you had to have a pager and use a payphone?
Shit attack?
Don't be such a boob punch. Be cool, baby. Be cool.
Gotta go before she has another shit attack.
She's gonna have a shit attack. Shit attack. Shit attack.
Oh, you're gonna shit now.
Is that what you say when you having a shit attack?
It's called shit attack, parentheses, courtesy flush.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, discount Bill Mayer, but I fought Bruce Lee.
You really hold that torch high.
Dude, anybody that's in a movie with Bruce Lee. If
I mean,
Kareem,
yeah, fair.
if Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in this movie, I'd be making the same joke.
Because he did a great job.
Yeah, he actually almost beats Bruce Lee in that
Yeah.
movie.
Kicks him so hard he leaves a footprint.
Yeah.
Or at least kicks him with such a dirty foot that he leaves a footprint.
right in the center of his chest. Probably the closest, the most even fight Bruce Lee ever had on screen.
Yeah. Are you going to put a footprint on your tracksuit?
I have the Game of Death tracksuit. No, I didn't do it last year. I won't be long. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It won't be long.
Yeah.
My name's John Constantine. Oh, I guess we could have picked John. That's technically a horror movie.
It's horrible. I mean, I like it, but
Yeah, I like. That's when I can
but it was
agree
a
with
good
you on.
joke. Stealing holy water, eh? You know, fun Catholic fact. All holy water that's at the doors that you're supposed to anoint yourself with when you go into a church has trace amounts of like pure alcohol in it, because so many people, they don't want to transmit germs and stuff like that, which seems kind of ironic since it's holy water. But what a dumb trade. And also, if we learned anything from Dusk Till Dawn, all you gotta do is make the shape.
Exorcist 3 too.
3-2.
Yeah, 32.
Final Fantasy 10-2.
Not to be confused with Final Fantasy 12. Maybe that's why he becomes Cowboy Curtis. To make up for all the kids he failed here.
Because they're all going to die in here. 5 minutes alone.
Why would you put them in the TV room? One of their friends died there.
Come on.
By the way, I get the need for
Speed?
yes. I get the desire
To perspire?
Jesus Christ. I understand the need for people to keep up, traditions and stuff like that, and have like a set way of doing things. But the in one of the upcoming scenes where Nancy starts the group when they all sit down and she's like, "Okay, real talk only," or whatever the hell the line is. I'm like, you're not there as a therapy session. You're all there to join together and sleep. That's not it's not like it's not like it's one of the normal sessions where everyone is talking and sharing.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Nancy's dumb. She deserved to die.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty harsh. It's a lot harsher than I actually mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't stop.
I mean, the angry Chris train has left the station, man.
Yeah, see that. Straight talk only. God, what a dumb bitch.
Well, she's trying to, reach the kids.
Yeah, no. Interesting how the pendulum is shaking in the other angle, but not in this angle. Well, you're gonna die. Yeah. That stopped wiggling.
Especially goes for you, whose only power is to be bad and look beautiful in Dream World. Picture yourself in a boat on a river. Plasticine porters with looking glass eyes.
And kaleidoscope eyes.
Safe in the light that surrounds me. Free of the fear and the pain. My subconscious mind
It would have been perfect if Gene Simmons' version of "When You Wish Upon a Star."
Oh
played
my
during this.
God. When you wish upon a star.
Funny how they were able to sync it perfectly with when she fell asleep.
You think about it, like Freddy's really not in this movie that much.
Blinded by the light.
You sure this isn't a Kiss song?
No, it sucks.
This entire movie has just been a dream. Forgot my line.
Mine. Ooh, it's a foreign film.
That means it's better. Well, it's time for Mommy to make another brother or sister.
It's such a weird thing.
Well, Mommy's new boyfriend paid for dinner, so
Would you
Mommy's
like
gotta
a
go
bro-
put out.
Would you like a brother or sister?
And one of the first costume changes for Freddy, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, not counting the worm.
Oh, I always count the worm. Wait, what?
There's this guy in high school that was like his dance move. Like he would always kind of
The
sit,
worm?
Yeah, he would sit there waiting for them to play like Sandstorm, and then it's blinded by the light. As every cut.
I just mean, he's like sitting there waiting, and they start playing that song. He's like, "Excuse
I mean,
Well,
me."
do you guys remember?
Everyone played Sandstorm.
Do you guys remember the guys that brought glow sticks to school dances specifically for Sandstorm?
Yeah. Oh my God. They ruined Sandstorm for me. It was like that guy that brought glow sticks to karaoke like a month ago.
Yeah, I wish he would come back.
Taryn and Freddy sitting in a tree. Killling.
I mean, seriously, her power is switchblades. Not switchblade arms like Baraka or Wolverine.
or Deadpool in the Wolverine movie.
Baraka.
Sam's like, yeah, I said Baraka.
Yeah. Here's another costume change, Freddy. Tom Baker, Freddy.
Haha, you were wrong. Buch.
You ever dance in the devil with the pale moonlight? Jake's
Yeah.
bar?
Yeah. You should get that sign for your room. Oh. Ugh.
Lick it up.
It didn't even get all of them punctured in.
And it's because of this scene that the movie was banned for theatrical release in Australia.
Look at how euphoric he is.
Blinded by the light.
Not nearly as bad as the last one.
Yeah. I like how this guy uses... Well, you'll see it.
Yeah, I feel like he's one of the ones that takes the most advantage of being in a dream. Everyone else has dumb dreams. Like being bad. Terrifying.
Yeah.
This is what's his name's wheelchair from Wild Wild West.
Arliss Loveless.
Yeah. It's Freddie's favorite Aerosmith song.
Looks Wizard Master apparently looking like Count Dracula. Or Count Chocula to be more accurate.
And Lord of the Blacksmiths.
Fucking nerds!
Oh, was that not a good idea? That wasn't a good idea.
What an anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Somebody.
Somebody.
Can
Hey,
oh.
bud. Oh. Hey, somebody found her.
He just walked in the other room.
Nope, had to show off.
Man, he looks like he's dressed like Duke Nukem. Ain't got time to play with myself.
Turns out the makers of Duke Nukem are just huge Nightmare on Elm Street fans.
But only Kincaid.
Yeah. What? Per se?
Hans Zimmer score.
It's the monolith from 2001.
Yeah. Makes him smarter, able to use bones as weapons.
And turns them all into the Dream Child.
Here's the thing. I always hated that the survivors of this film were killed in the Dream Master.
Yeah.
Including Joey, who's, I think, lured by another, like, attractive woman. Like, on the waterbed or something.
Something like that. It's been a while since I've seen it. So.
Yeah. It's an okay one.
Yeah.
It's not one of the... I would actually argue it's one of the better Nightmare films, but not up to standard of the first, this, or New Nightmare.
Yeah. Or even Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah. I'd put Freddy vs. Jason over Dream Master. But not over this.
Not over Lick It Up. Freddy vs. Jason.
It's a crossover.
I love us. Me.
Yeah, I always loved the way these early Nightmare films looked. Just kind of like how I like the way that, like, Coppola's Dracula looked.
Yeah.
I say, is the castle far?
I know where the bastard sleeps. I put him there. Carfax Abbey.
That man just turned into a bat. Whoa.
Not a line in the movie.
Just think about those times you were in Enter the Dragon, John. Just think about those times you were in Enter the Dragon.
Wait, he was in Enter the Dragon?
Hey, actually, you know,
The
that guy was in
fucking-
Enter the Dragon. Did you know that?
Blah, 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 Bruce Lee, blah, blah, blah.
Japanese.
Why are the lights on if the keys aren't... What? You've got to die.
You can have the lights on with the keys out.
Can? Oh, yeah, I guess you can. Never mind.
That's how you run out of battery
Hey,
power.
you know what? Hey, let's everyone just forget about it.
I left my lights on in my car one time during a high school play that I wasn't in. I was like,
Mhm.
and I had to like run out of the theater. It was at Centerville, and like they were like, you can't leave.
Yeah.
And then like they were
Mr.
giving me a
Rogers
lot
was
of,
like, hey,
they were giving me a lot of shit when I came back in.
yeah.
It's like, fuck off. I had to save my battery.
Yeah,
They took that shit seriously.
they did.
They did.
You don't even know.
I went to high school in Fairfax County.
Do they take it seriously at your high school as well?
Robinson, yeah.
They take.
Yeah.
I think they take it seriously at every high school.
They take it super
They almost
seriously.
take it. They almost take it more seriously coming back in than they do leaving.
Oh, they
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Fairfax, I think, takes it probably the most seriously, but that's because their theater program was like the shit.
Really?
Yeah. For Fairfax County, at least. They had a fly system.
Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meaning they could have people, flying on wires and stuff. Poor choice of words. What a stupid power.
It's like in Lost World when the little girl kills the raptors with gymnastics.
Yeah. With a conveniently placed uneven bars.
Yeah, that can hold her weight.
Well, they're weight-bearing uneven bars.
Yeah. She probably doesn't weigh that much, to be fair. She's like a little girl.
Yeah. Probably not even 100 pounds.
Well, that sucked. But not really, because I'm Freddy Krueger.
I'm a fictional character. Ugh. He kind of looks like my grandpa, actually. Like, if my grandpa had, like, burn scars all over him, like, they would look similar.
Just like Eternal Darkness.
Yeah.
Eternal Darkness has a hallway where the path is screaming faces.
Mm.
There was also a haunted house in Virginia Beach that has Freddy Krueger's like clawed hand on the wall, and there is faces in the. It was really cool.
Ooh.
I always loved, and it played the Halloween theme, so it was like a mashup.
There was a Wakefield Park used to do like haunted hay rides for Halloween, and the one year that I went, they had like a bus that would chase after you during part of it, and it was driven by Freddy Krueger, and then there were like school kids like screaming out the side windows and stuff like that, and then at one point there would be a guy dressed up like Jason carrying a chainsaw, which was kind of a mashup because Jason didn't really use chainsaws that all, if ever. But like he would like run after you. or run after the hay cart.
Mm.
It's really cool. I haven't done one of those in years. Do they still do them? I'm sure they do. My car! I just made the last payment on it. And now it's fucking Jason and the Argonauts.
Freddy and the Argonauts.
No. Oh my god.
So cool.
Yeah.
Sam, is it 6 to midnight for you?
What,
it's after midnight.
yeah. Because of, what, John Saxon trying to martial arts Freddy Krueger and losing?
Yeah.
Just like he did to Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love this type of shit so much more than like full on CGI stuff. This just looks
stop motion.
Yeah, this just looks so much cooler to me.
Like Army of... maybe next year I'll pick Army of Darkness.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh yeah, you're all gonna die.
I think this the first movie he cracks wise, because he doesn't really crack wise in the first one, right?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this is the first one. Ugh. Lick it up.
Stuff like that, man. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's okay. Like I once described to Chris how I wanted to make a horror film, and it would be like the kind of visual sensibilities of the How Are You Afraid of the Dark opening, and really this, to be honest, that kind of like almost 80s aesthetic.
Yeah. I love the visual effect they got going on here.
Yeah.
Because you know that wasn't easy. Actually, you know what? This is kind of a Black Bolt moment. I just remembered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's his power, man.
Yeah. In my dreams, I'm Black Bolt.
Yeah. It's usually the thing he says when he has to speak, too. Thanos' face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vulcan's face.
Hulk.
Hulk.
Actually says enough, but still.
And it's not even really him, but...
It's a scroll.
Shh, it's a secret.
Secret invasion.
Oh, secret scroll.
The freeze frame high five.
Yeah.
Daddy?
I was the last person Freddy killed.
Is he back to full cop mode? Or is he still in the security stuff? Or is he in maximum John Saxon attire?
Well, he's maximum something.
Sam's always maximum John Saxon.
Just you and me, Patricia Arquette. I don't know what her plan
Sam's
was
usually
there.
says to-
Yeah.
Sam, is that what you usually say to your girlfriends? It's just you and me now, Patricia Arquette.
Yeah.
Now give me your anus.
That's violent.
Yeah, well, Sam Stone's a fucked up kind of guy. Have you met him?
An aggressive lover.
He likes girls.
Get the firehouse.
So basically what Wes Craven is trying to say here is that the Catholics were right.
Dancing Queen.
Oh, Patricia Arquette was also in Ed Wood.
Yeah, I mentioned
Did you say that?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's got to be one of those every commentary.
Maybe I should start listening to Sam when he talks.
Maybe. The thought might cross your mind.
Whatever. I wasn't the first person to do that, all right?
Nancy,
Whoever said I was just talking to you, Chris.
Come home right
All of our listeners.
Did you know she was also in True Romance?
Now, nobody here said that.
And Little Nicky. Which I also mentioned.
I know.
The Little Nicky. Well, I'm just yeah.
Yeah.
Strong.
Defoe? Willem Dafoe?
Don't tell Harry.
Symbolism.
Good job, doucher.
Baby, let your grace shine down. Helena!
So I guess it's Christmas time because he had a wreath on his house and Christmas lights. You never know.
He could just be lazy.
Yeah. Just really like Christmas. And that is honestly the best Nightmare on Elm Street film.
True dat, true dat.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, there's something about
Dick
this.
Cavett, played by Dick Cavett.
I wonder who played Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Oh!
But
Who would have guessed?
I don't know. It's something about this film. It really embraces the dream aspect. It really just kind of
It's living the dream.
It's living. It embraces that Krueger. It gives Freddy Krueger more of a personality than he had before, which, to be fair, was just one movie. But yeah.
2.
How much does he appear in Nightmare 2?
I assume as at least
He
as
attacks
much.
a pool party in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but he's like possessing that one dude, if I remember correctly.
That's true. That was the big thing. That is the whole like what?
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's I love this one. It's great.
Yeah.
Phenomenal film. Thank you for the pick, Chris.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good one.
Sorry that I'm yawning.
So yeah, this has been.
Oh God, this is so hair metal. Sorry, I gotta kind of bang my head and swirl my.
I don't know.
Hair
There's
around.
all kinds of weird stuff happening over there with Chris.
Damn right.
Ripping in the Terran.
None of the carpenters are named. Oh no, the first carpenter's named John. Good. Yeah. So this has been another installment of our October Horror Movie Fest with A Nightmare on Elm Street 3: Dream Warriors.
Yeah.
Next week we'll be back with Jake's pick. If my
Right.
pick was from 2004, Chris' pick was from 1987. Jake's about to rewind back the clock even more.
That's
and
right.
You'll find out next week. And again, I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
And we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Toodles.